well past overdue. Well overdue. Well overdue. So let it be known and have that nigga, whatever his burner is, have that nigga come in here or tell him because his space is recorded because I want to make sure he understands what I'm about to say. Please let it be known. Matter of fact, let me go unblock him so he can hear what I'm about to say. Let me go unblock this nigga. Let me go unblock this nigga. Let me go unblock him so he can hear what I'm about to say. Or y'all or somebody go tell him what I'm about to go say. Because this nigga is the fucking biggest coon I've ever heard of in my fucking life. Biggest fucking coon. I have allowed this man several times, and I do mean several times, to keep reiterating my name and in the process of reiterating my name and saying my name in his spaces, have the nigga purposely misquote me. Purposely. Have the nigga purposefully misquote me over and over and over again. Not only have I had him purposefully misquote me, I've also allowed him to express himself however he wants to when he receives incorrect information because I'm attempting to give him the benefit of the doubt. And then also allowed whoever is around him to properly inform him on what I am saying. So, because the nigga just said my name, or he didn't say my name. He's too bitch. He's not gonna say my name. Nigga's a bitch. This nigga Raveon is a bitch. He ain't gonna say my name. But just for this nigga once more, and for really anybody once more, nigga, I made a space last week, or maybe even 2 weeks ago. I didn't even make the space. It was actually me and Ash were in a space talking ball, and we were about to end the space, and we were saying, "Hey, y'all niggas need to get a job. Let's establish something. Me or anybody telling an adult to get a job should not be an insult. If it's an insult to you, nigga, you are a bum. You are a fucking bum. If somebody's telling an adult to get a job insults you, you're a bum, dog. You are a fucking bum. Period. Secondly, when we said it, in the space when we said it, we were exclusively talking to people who be on the app for an extended period of time. That applies to everyone. That is not exclusive to people who are on Twitter spaces. That is for everyone. That is for every single last person. If you do not have a job and you're spending an excessive amount of time on this app, get a job. Again, if you get offended by that, I don't give a fuck. Because once more, you are a bum. You're a bum. Then in the space, when asked, hey, what about people who had jobs and they have the accessibility to be on their phone? That should not have need explaining, because if you're at your job or if you're out and about doing something, you clearly have something going on in your life. However, for clarification, it was then clarified, hey, I'm not talking about the people who have the job and who have the ability to be on their phones. Ironically enough, to this bitch ass nigga who keep referring to me when I don't care about you, bro. I've allowed you to continue to say my name, use my name, which is crazy because, and this is the reason why I really don't fuck with this bum ass nigga. The nigga is a hypocrite surrounded by a bunch of fucking yes men who just say whatever the fuck this nigga wants to say. So the nigga originally was upset at Let's Keep It a Buck because they were using his name on a platform and da 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 da. Mind you, I wasn't on the podcast. But then the nigga keeps using my name in his spaces and on his platform, and while doing so, purposefully misinterpreting the message that I convey. Routinely. Like, routinely does it. Routinely does it. To get across a point that I was never making. Hey, if you have a job, great. The message is not meant for you. The message is meant for people who are on the app for an excessive amount of time who don't have jobs. Get a fucking job. If that offends you, nigga, you're more than likely insecure, broke, bum, bitch ass nigga who has nothing going on for himself. That's what probably it is. But if you do have a job, I'm clearly not talking about you. It's not that difficult to understand, nigga. I know for you, it is a problem. Oh, then FYI, I then learned that you fucking lied in that other space that we were in, because you then actually, I heard when you sat there and said the reason why your shit flopped is because of academic problems. So you had a hard time comprehending where you in high school. You still have it now, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You don't understand what you're talking about. You had a hard time comprehending back then. That's why you failed those fucking tests and you got kicked off the fucking team. Take accountability, bum nigga. Yo, bum ass nigga. Fucking bitch ass nigga. Can't take no fucking accountability. Grown ass men. Other thing that's fucking hilarious. It's so funny to me that these niggas will sit there and say, oh man, you gotta respect people, man. Y'all worry about everybody else. You worry about, and then proceeds to talk about me, even though I'm not talking about them. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Here's the funniest part though. Here's why it's all ironic. The nigga got upset because he then claimed that he was on a Twitter space, or he hosted Twitter space for 9 hours. However, I wouldn't know that. I didn't know you hosted a Twitter space a week or two ago, however long it goes, for 9 hours. Because you're blocked. How would I know that? The space that prompted it, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. The space that prompted me saying this was the Warrior spaces where niggas was getting on Twitter spaces every fucking day for 5, 6, 7, 8+ hours. That's ironically, that's what actually prompted me to say what I needed to say. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas do over there. Like I told you before, nigga, we're not in the same building. It's an insult that you think that we're in the same building. Once more, nigga, if I regress to where you are at in life, I would kill myself. I applaud you for still living on with your life. Because I don't know how you do it, nigga. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you wake up in the mirror and do what you do. I applaud you. Should be an award for the shit that you do. Wake up every day knowing who you are. Furthermore, these are the same niggas, because it's so funny. We got to sit here and have niggas tell other people how they're going to articulate themselves. Oh, you got to have respect for Westbrook. Nigga, do you hear the shit that y'all say about Curry? Nigga, it's colorist. You're gauging what somebody else does, not because what he, and which is so funny to me, which is why I never take not a fucking soul who stands next to that nigga serious. These are the same fucking bitches who complain about what anybody says about Westbrook. Oh man, you gotta really break it down, man. You gotta give him some credit, man. You gotta This nigga literally complains about the way that Curry plays based on his skin tone. Are y'all niggas serious? Westbrook has a bad game. We're critical of him. Even if you want to say some of the criticism and the critique is too far, fair enough. Fair. This nigga sitting here calling Curry a bitch because he's light skinned. But it's mum's the word. Hypocrites. Fucking hypocrites. But that's why you are a coon. That's why you're a coon. Being critical of somebody because of their skin tone. You are a coon. Oh, it's brotherly love, man. It's brotherly love. Nigga, shut the fuck. It's not brotherly love if you sit here saying that a black man succeeding and then you bring up his skin tone. You are a coon. Furthermore, because once more, you said this again, I don't give a fuck where you are from. Don't give a fuck, nigga. I do not care. I genuinely don't give a fuck what neighborhood you grew up in, how hard it was in your struggle. I don't give a fuck, dog. The standard for men should not be, oh man, at least he ain't getting in trouble. At least he ain't selling crack. Nigga, if that's your standard of men, especially black men, once more, you are a coon. You're a coon, nigga. Hey, Joy, I heard you too. You're a coon. You're coons. At least he's not selling crack. What the fuck is that? At least he's not selling crack. He could be selling. Hey, you just need to mind. Everybody need to mind their business. Then shut the fuck up and stop talking about me. Then you coon. A bunch of fucking coons running their fucking mouth. Y'all niggas is coons, dog. The audacity of a nigga having that type of intellect and insight to dare compare me to him. Stop. That nigga is a coon. Once more, I applaud you for waking up in the morning and having that mentality and still going on. Because it couldn't be me. I would have to change my outlook on life. How dare I get done with something and say, hey man, at least I ain't selling drugs. Hey man, at least I ain't killing nobody. Give a fuck where you from, nigga. Furthermore, you don't know who the fuck I am and where I come from. But everybody, hey, that's just how we grew up. Nigga, what the fuck? You're grown now. You're not a child. You're an adult. You can understand and comprehend that the standard of living shouldn't be, hey man, at least I ain't selling drugs, man. At least I ain't doing that. Nigga, you are a fucking coon who doesn't know what he's talking about and yet again keeps referencing me. Finally, finally, y'all niggas can do how y'all want to get it. Hey man, y'all niggas, hey, if you want to stay in Twitter space and you think that that's going to bring you anywhere near closer to where you need to be, hey, prove me wrong. By all means, prove me wrong. But it's not the most efficient way. I know you dumbass niggas have a hard time comprehending that, which is why you root for Westbrook. But being on Twitter is not the most efficient way to grow a platform. Hard-headed dumbass niggas who have a hard time comprehending that, of course, y'all sit there and do that. Of course. Fuck it. Don't give a fuck. Y'all can sit there and talk, be on Twitter Space all you fucking want to. Don't give a fuck. Do it. My suggestion would be, hey, they're not paying you. They're not going to pay any of us anytime soon. There's better ways to get your voice heard to a broader audience. And you speaking to the same 30, 30, 40, 100, 500, 1,000, 2,000 people, that's not growing an audience. I know it's hard to understand that. Ironically, from people who don't have massive platforms. Y'all niggas trying to tell me what's the right way to grow a platform. Nigga, who, this is the reason why, and I hate to do this. Who the fuck are y'all? Who the fuck are y'all? Who are y'all? Who the fuck are y'all? It's like telling Kevin Durant what's the best way to create a shot. Nigga, I'm giving you a suggestion on the best way to actually grow a platform, and you are sitting there telling me what's right and wrong without a platform. Nigga, no. Once more, Twitter Space and Twitter, can it be done? I have no idea can it be done. I do not know. I don't know anyone who has amassed a platform large enough to say that it's a quality one. And I'm not talking about Josiah, whose fucking father played in the NBA. I'm not talking about the nigga who potentially benefit off of nepotism. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about an independent person. I don't know. I don't know. Even if there are people, definitely a small handful. There are more efficient ways to grow a platform. And that's all I'm telling people. Once more, to purposefully misinterpret that message, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Especially coming from somebody who's already built a platform. And I'm trying to then articulate to y'all what's the best way to do it. Crazier part about it is this is not a conversation that we've just now had. And this is nothing I need niggas to fucking understand. Nigga, we've been on voice applications for longer than Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces just fucking existed. We've been doing this shit over in Discord for years. We did this shit in the locker room in Greenwood before it got here. You trying to tell me how this shit is done? What are you talking about? Again, though, that has also been reiterated to this coon ass nigga several times. And yet it goes in one ear and out the other. Once more, for the people in here since it's recorded, because I've said this over and over again, and I'll say it again. Nigga, the majority of the people that y'all know I'm associated with, it's no clout being chased. There's no clout being gained because I knew these people in a private manner before we got here, before I was who I was. You niggas jealous because somebody's on the stage with me or I'm on somebody else's stage saying that they clout chasing. Nigga, I've known these people for years. One of them is my actual brother. What the fuck is y'all niggas talking about? I've known these niggas for years. They have established platforms as well. What the fuck are y'all? And then we met in a private Discord. Not publicly, where anything could have been gained, privately. Then we moved that to a small app called Locker Room. There was no clout to be gained there because we were the ones who established the app. And then once that app got bought out, we then went to Green Room. This is before Twitter Spaces. But once more, I understand because I can see that fucking bullshit y'all talking about. You get it offended by another nigga on what he doing on Twitter. You looking at niggas likes and retweets and replies. Nigga, it's Twitter. You think a nigga with YouTube is concerned about likes and retweets on Twitter? Hey man, hey, let me break it down to you. Hey man, hate to do this to you, bro. Hate to do this to you. What I make in a month off of YouTube is what majority of people make in a year. I don't give a fuck about what niggas do on Twitter. I don't care about no likes and retweets on Twitter. You fucking simple-minded ass niggas who keep telling me about my follower count, oh the retweets, oh the likes, oh you just do this for attention on Twitter. It's Twitter, nigga. It's Twitter. Twitter. If you go look at my YouTube, you will know that I'm not that concerned about fucking Twitter. You are, but not me, nigga. Not that concerned. You may be, but not me. Once more, if I were that concerned about Twitter, I would be regressing in life, nigga. I would be regressing. If I cared as much as you did about Twitter likes and fucking retweets and who's on the stage and who's speaking, then you're fucking back channeling and DM niggas. Hey, you better watch out who you around, nigga. It's Twitter, nigga. It's Twitter. The fuck? Niggas DMing other niggas about what niggas said in the Twitter space and oh he was awesome in that Twitter space and he didn't say nothing. Oh, so he must agree to that. Nigga, y'all are grown men gossiping about other grown men in Twitter spaces, nigga. And then too bitch enough to say the nigga's name. It's Twitter. I understand. To you, that's a lot. Understand me? So we all start from somewhere. But don't, please, 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 don't put me in that same umbrella of the niggas who care about what said in the Twitter space and like no. Not me, nigga. I don't care about what what a nigga what somebody said in Twitter spaces 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. I don't give a fuck about what a nigga got, how many likes he got on the Twitter space. I don't give a fuck about somebody's title on Twitter space. Like what the fuck? Hey, what? But think this is the last time. Please, nigga, stop referring to me. And what's crazy is, even when you refer to me out of context. You did it from the beginning. You've been doing this ever since we've had these interactions. You keep referencing me out of context every time. Every time it's out of context. And what makes it worse is that the same people who want, oh, you got to make sure you treat Russ with some type of respect. Treat Westbrook, da da da. Yeah, if you're gonna talk about him, make sure you give the whole context. It's the same niggas who then just take an excerpt or a clip or something that somebody else said and take it all out of context. And you've done that several times about me. The fuck are you talking about, nigga? So once more, nigga, you are a coon. You're critical of Steph Curry because he's light skinned. You called that nigga you called that man a bitch. A light skinned bitch. I've heard what y'all niggas said in that space. Crazy shit. Straight crazy stuff y'all said about Steph Curry. Much worse than anybody saying, oh, Westbrook, he's hot garbage, he's terrible, he's trash. Y'all niggas reference Steph Curry as a light skinned bitch and then sat there and said his game ain't all he light skinned. What are y'all saying? What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? Again, you are a coon because your standard of black men is, well, at least, hey, man, at least we ain't selling crack, man. At least we not in trouble, man. That nigga, that's a standard. It's already understood that you knew not to do that. That's a standard. Once more, though, if I were to regress back to where you are, nigga, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Your mentality and where you stay at is a regression of where I'm at. So no, nigga, like you said before, and let me rephrase that. No boy, because you talk like a boy. No little boy. When you talk about low getting upset because there's new people walking in the building. No little boy. You in a playhouse, nigga. You outside in the yard in the playhouse. That's where you at. We're not in the same building. We're not on the same block, not in the same neighborhood, not on the same side of town, not in the same city, nigga. You in a playhouse on the other side of the country, nigga. We are not in the same vicinity. It's not the same. And please understand that. At least we ain't selling crack, man. The fuck are y'all talking about? What type of standard is that to uphold to black men? How little of black men do you have to think, regardless of where they're from? How little of black men do you have to think to say, well, hey man, at least we ain't selling crack, at least we not in trouble, at least we not. Nigga, that's your life. It's your life. It's not mine. It shouldn't be anybody else. And it certainly should not be the standard of what you hold other people to, because that's the life that you chose to live. You chose to live a life so miserable that at least you can say, hey man, at least I ain't selling crack, man. But third and finally, nigga, you are a coon. You're a coon. Because you keep mentioning me, referencing me out of context. The space I made is a general topic that we have been discussing for years now. Back when we were in locker room, back when we were in green room, when we were in Discord. People have branched off and built platforms beyond these platforms, these spaces. To the point where they can have a YouTube channel, a TikTok, and every other venture and gain generational wealth. If you're against that, fine. But me preaching that is not a negative. It's not a negative. It's nowhere near a negative. Me preaching and trying to teach people how to achieve generational wealth and telling them that staying on a platform that does not pay you, regardless of what it is. I tell niggas on Clubhouse, why the fuck y'all niggas on Clubhouse if y'all not getting paid? I've been saying this for years. You getting offended by that lets me know that you're a coon. Because there's nothing to be offended by somebody trying to articulate a message in a blueprint on how to gain generational wealth. Nothing wrong with that. And we all start where we need to start at. But the most efficient way is not standing on platforms for an exuberant amount of time that do not pay you. That is not the most efficient way. It's not. And to the other platform, I'm sorry. Just like how y'all niggas sit there and say, hey man, you don't ball. You can't talk about this, you don't ball. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Because you don't have a platform, nigga. You don't have a platform. You don't know how to run one. I got multiple of them, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Telling me that Twitter, hey man, and you can't do it. You can't be on Twitter Space. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are y'all niggas talking about? Y'all talking to the same 70, 80, 100,000 people. It's the same people. You're a coon. Nigga, you are a coon. And unlike you, nigga, I'm not bitch enough to say your name. Raveon, you are a coon. The echo chamber that you keep around you, hypocrites. unless they actually check you when you say some crazy shit. But I see Joy, you also a coon. Because this nigga done laid up a fucking coon ass question for you, and then here you go saying, "Oh man, well at least you ain't selling crack, man." Boom. At least you ain't selling crack. At least you're not in trouble, man. At least you're not. We should really only be concerned about ourselves and not really talk about other people's business. You know, you do what you gotta do. You build, you do the bills and pay, and then proceeds to continue to talk about me after saying that. The fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Proceeds to say something about me, even though she was in the room when I said routinely that the message that I was saying was not about anyone in particular. It was a general statement. She was there. And still, hey man, we should really just only be concerned about da 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 da. And then proceeds to continue to talk about me as Raveon lays her up with some coon ass questions. Coon. Y'all niggas is coons. Don't fuck with coons. Can't be around them. Cannot fuck with them. I can't allow a man to sit here and denigrate another great man because he's light skinned. You're a coon. I cannot allow a man to sit here and have the standard of black men of saying, well, at least they're not selling drugs. You're a coon. I cannot allow a man to sit here and not have the understanding, the mental fortitude to put things in proper context because he's trying to get off a hot take or his opinion. Because he got offended because I told people who are jobless, grown men who are jobless, to get a job. You're a coon. Too much coon behavior. Straight coon. Straight coon. And yes, you lied in that space because I found a clip where you did say that you were on academic probation. That's literally out of your mouth. So I did find that. So you lied in that other space, nigga. You lied. Which personally, I actually don't care. But nigga, don't lie. If that's your story, tell your story. Tell your story to everybody. So everybody now preceding you, or not preceding you, following you, whatever the word is, everyone else who was following you would know, hey man, can't get on academic probation if I actually want to live to my fullest capacity. Don't lie about that. Don't withhold that information. Live your truth. You did it in that other space. We challenged you in the other one. You didn't want to. It don't matter to me one way or another. I tell niggas that I barely graduated high school. And it don't matter to me. But tell your truth though. Don't lie. Save face. But you lie because you don't want to take accountability for your actions. But hey, what more can I expect out of a coon? Can't expect nothing more out of a coon, man. Cannot. Can't expect nothing much else out of a coon. Can't do it. And what's crazy is I actually have higher standards for you than you have for yourself, which is sad, which is utterly sad. Sad. Hey Ash,
Yo, what's good, Genki? What's good?
how long have
What's
I
good,
known
gang?
you?
Since like 16, 17, around there.
We met in a private setting on Discord, right?
I was low key, bro. You was cloud chasing me. I ain't gonna lie. I came in, and I was like, yo, I got this platform to make like a couple $100. This nigga Low was like, oh, word? I bet. Low, don't listen. Anybody who's up here, bro, this rant that he just went on, bro. Don't listen to anything he just said. He's the definition of a cloud chaser. Go Bells. Monster in here too. They know. You a cloud chaser. On God.
Which is so, what's so crazy? So many people be in this space that I know from fucking Discord in a private setting, and niggas swear up and down, oh, they just doing it for clout. What are you saying? I've known these people for years
But
in a private setting.
what's good? But first off, so I've been getting questions. I've been getting questions about this. So what? The first question that I have for you is, what started all of this? What got you up here and is like, yo, let me just go rant and call Raveon and Joy a coon. Which, to each its own, man. Hey, that's your opinion. I ain't got nothing to do with me. But what made you come up here and say something like that?
So I get messages fairly often when this nigga reference me in his spaces, which is so interesting to me because once more, these are the same. Joy is sitting there cooning it up. Joy is sitting there as she coons it up, as she sits there and has this manner of, oh,
You you
no, we
mean
gotta
you
we
mean
gotta
that you
be
mean
every.
that you mean that she's recording you and about to send this to Raveon? Is that what you meant?
No, no, she ain't gotta. She can. That nigga can come in here. I unblock him. He can come in here. You give a fuck about that nigga? It's recorded. She
Oh
ain't got to
wow.
record this. The whole thing is recorded.
Oh wow. That's how you feel, gang?
I like nigga coons. So once more, Joy is in there cooning it up, telling people, "Hey man, we should stop talking about one another. Keep it professional." Da, 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 da. And I've been doing that for months. As he continues to say my name and reference me several times in the fucking echo chamber that he has in his fucking vicinity, will then let him talk about me out of context, mind you, and nobody checks him, which is crazy. Which is crazy.
Okay. That
And
all
he's
right,
been doing it.
that's
Wait, let me just
interesting.
say, he's been doing it for several times over the past couple of months now, and in particular over the past 2 weeks. So somebody, as many people do, once more told me the information that he just recently got off of a space and referenced me once more. I'm like, bro, I've been letting you land. I've been letting you live. I've been letting you say whatever you want to say. I've been letting you say it. I've been letting you say whatever you want to say for the past couple of months and not said a single word about it. And yet here we go. You're referencing me once more, and you did it out of context. So now it's like, okay, so I have to explain myself once more. Because in the original space where me and you were in, y'all decided to talk about Raveon. I said, I'm not,
Oh
hey,
no, yeah. Like to clear it up, like I decided to bring it up, but that's just because that nigga's a bitch ass nigga, and it's funny as hell to talk about him, right? But you weren't even like talking about him. You were like consistently
which
deflecting
which is
away from it,
which is crazy because
even though
Joy
it
was
does apply to him though. But
no,
whatever.
wait,
To
but
each his own.
Joy was in the room while I was saying it routinely. Hey, I'm not talking
And
about
then
him.
came up here and told us not. They told up here when like Charlize and Eli and all them was up here and say, hey, let's not talk about each other. Let's not do all this. Let's cash on that rent. And then you're saying that after that she then proceeded to then go talk shit about you. Is that what you're saying, Legend of Winnie?
I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily classify it as talking shit, but then she's sitting there going in other people's spaces, telling people not to talk about somebody. Not, and I sat there and I agree. I'm not. This ain't what I'm saying is not applicable to just one person. It's a general statement. Then once I felt like my message was conflicting or integrating with somebody else's message, I then
Shout
left
out
that.
NMZ, by the way.
I
That's
then
my
wait,
nigga
wait.
NMZ.
I then left that space and then made my own space to make sure that my message was clear. Getting a job is not in particular to one person. And she knew that. And when in the space, when had the ability, and you would assume somebody would have some form of integrity, especially when somebody talks about Westbrook in a way, and she just the utmost, you have to have integrity when you talk about him, because that's the standard that we have. Ironically, they just got done having that conversation. And now here you are in the same scenario, and what do? You coon around like everybody else. You're a coon. You tap dancing like everybody else. Straight coon, bro. Straight cooning. So that's where it stemmed from.
Wait, but how is that? But because coon is a strong word, of course, right? Not too many people can get called a coon, right? Like NMZ, like that's what I would call a coon. Eli, that's what I would call a coon. But to sit there and call people coons, right, for attack, like you attacking them, right, because they're slandered another black man, aren't they colorist? Like, how does that make them a coon? Who's the white man that they're tap dancing for? Don't you think coon is the wrong categorization?
Well,
It's
I
the wrong
say,
characterization.
why say coon? Because if your standard of black men is to at least not to kill, or at least not to go rob and steal, or at least at least he's not in trouble. Who else upholds that standard? That sound like some white people.
That at least you want to. So they're saying they come from the white man mentality.
That sound like a standard a white man established. That's what it sounds like to me.
Interesting.
That's the stereotype that white people have put on black men, and at least you're not doing that. Sound like a coon to me.
Another question that I've got from people is where did all this start? Why is it that you came on? Like, I know you already gave like a little background, but like even further, like why is it that you came on around my time? It was like 4:15, I think. If someone would correct me, 4:15 Central. I see a space called "You Are a Coon." You Are a Coon Raveon. William sent it to me, and Shaggy says he wants you to unblock him and then give him a mic. I don't know if you want to do that.
I'm not giving Shaggy a mic,
Yeah,
because the last time
yeah.
that I gave him a mic and tried to pay respect to him, he was disrespectful. I'm not giving people a mic who are
Interesting.
disrespectful.
Anyways, but
And
biased heat.
wait, let me just say this. And
Well,
I
go
did
ahead.
it
Go ahead.
and I did it in the most respectful manner. And he was still disrespectful. And I not only did it in a respectful manner, in the other space in which I gave him the platform, he left, and I was looking for him to make sure he got his opportunity to speak, because he also had some concerns of what he wanted to say. So I said, "Hey man, where's Shaggy at? I'm trying to give, Shaggy da 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 da." He comes on the platform and immediately is just talking crazy. I then say, hey
I've
man,
also been told. I've also been told that you should let Joy up. Uh, that has nothing to really do with me. I do not have any powers. If you would like to
well,
bestow co-host upon me.
let me finish your Shaggy shit. I then, as he continued to disrespect me, I then muted him. He said, "Hey man, I'm just giving you, I'm just letting you come back up here because you said you had a problem. Let me know what that problem." And then he continues to disrespect. I said, "Hey man, I'm just trying to give you a platform to say what you." And then not only he disrespected me, but then disrespected Damo's fiance. I had no,
Yo,
I have
it's
no.
swiping in here. Wait. I just opened your deal. It's swiping in here, bro. Swipe, you crazy. Nah, bro. Wait, I'm about to say, look at DMs, Lo. Look what this nigga Lo. This nigga swipe is crazy, bro. Yo.
I then sit there and I tell him. I then sit here and I tell him that, hey man, I'm just sitting here I'm trying to make sure you hear your voice, and he said what he had to say, so I don't really have anything else to say after that. There's no, I'm not.
Shaggy is saying, man, he lying. Tell that nigga stop being scared to have a conversation.
Here, if I'm lying, don't.
That's a quote.
Hey Shaggy, let's be clear. If I'm lying here, I'll play it for you real quick. Don't worry about Shaggy. Don't worry about Shaggy. I'm not lying. I'll play it right now. Don't worry about it. Don't you dare worry about it.
Anyways, I forgot before I came up here. First you forgot to title it "Low Spaces" again, as always. And number two, I would like to thank you for giving me this platform and opportunity to speak on such a troubling topic around the NBA Twitter community. I see plenty faces, plenty names that I know. I see Shara Iverson is laughing right now. L Dog 661, that's my guy. Jalen Greenroom, AJ. Oh my goodness. Glokage Trey too. Follow his YouTube, by the way. Biased Houston, man, that's a classic. Carries Rockets Twitter, man. Shoves, he's there, man. Best Laker account on the app. NMZ, bro, the voice of reason. It's so many generational names, man. Charlize, oh my goodness. Kels, that's the goal right there. Oh my god. Omo Mustard, Eli, Goods. Oh my god, bro. They all here. I'm so thankful for y'all being up here and in this giving me this opportunity to speak on this, man. Thank you.
My fucking name. If I ain't in your safety, badass nigga. Stop mentioning my
You was in
fucking
here
name,
though.
nigga.
You was literally in here.
Started this space.
You were literally in here, bro. You was in here. You were literally in here.
You started this space over a fucking hour ago, bro.
Bro, you were in here. And the reason why it's taking this on to get to you because we just got done talking to Raveon.
It's not in this fucking space. I got multiple DMs, niggas telling me your fat ass saying my name. Stop cloud chasing, bro. Stop saying my name and finding your fucking space on the mic, bro. I don't know your fat ass. You was using Westbrook names for clout. Now you're using Rayvon names for clout, nigga. That's all you want is for clout with you, fat ass nigga. Both you niggas fat as fuck. Get the fuck off the Twitter, go run. Y'all niggas when y'all about to fucking die at a young age, you fat ass niggas, man. Stop saying my fucking name in this shit, bro. I got a life outside this Twitter shit. You niggas don't. You weird ass, YouTubing ass, Twitter spaces ass niggas, man.
So no, I attempted to have a well mannered, and he said
You
some
gonna
real
let
shit
bro
after.
talk to you like that?
I'm hey, I'm not gonna. I mean, he's a child. I don't really interact with children like that.
Me personally, not let a grown man talk to me
So
like that.
once more, I attempted to have a well mannered conversation with him, and he came with disrespect. I'm not about to sit here and do that, especially when the gentleman was in the space before. Like I said before, requested to be up, and then he just so happened to leave. I didn't know he actually left the space, and then when he came back, that's what he said. And then to insinuate that somebody's clout chasing off of niggas who are smaller than me. Y'all niggas is funny.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
How that would literally
That's
defeat
crazy.
the purpose. Me clout chasing off a nigga that has a smaller platform than me. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, isn't
All
that
right.
crazy, bro? That's crazy, man.
That's fucking hilarious. So no, I would not allow my platform to be um mischaracterized or belittled or deteriorate because a child is up here and Shaggy. No, won't do it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, I do have some more questions for you. You know, as a mediator, of course, because I feel as if they also have to have their own side as well. Like, do you believe that what they're saying may come as a point of defense? Like, they feel as if that you are consistently attacking or maybe threatening or maybe saying things that they don't agree with, that they have the right to disagree with. Like, do you think that may be a possibility to this point of conflict and deflection between the two of you,
But
the
what
two
is there to
parties?
disagree with?
I'd say your viewpoint on Russell Westbrook. I think that might have been what's
I haven't said I haven't said a single thing about Westbrook in months. Well, I just sat there outside of the tweet I just made, which actually might be true. Outside of that tweet that I just made, and the only reason why he's getting brought up now is because he's about to be traded. Outside of that, I have not said anything about Westbrook in months. In months.
But do you think? But do you think at some point your slander, your attacking, your scrutiny of Russell Westbrook, especially at earlier points in the season when he was playing like dog water ass, you know, like it looked as if I was seeing Omo Mustard and Tween Hezzy playing basketball, you know, like that's how bad it was.
But
Do
what
you
does that have
do
to
you
is that
do you think that because of the way you were consistently attacking and at some points yelling like I don't want to say monkey, but whatever you want to equivalize with a monkey, you know, whatever you want to say. Do you think at that point that might have started this conflict and warranted them to act the way they were or are?
well
I should say.
let me say this real quick. This is where Shaggy spoke about Dom's fiance, just in case he's gonna lie and say he didn't say it.
Me, one of you fucking ass, capping ass niggas. Stop hating and clout chasing. You fat bitch.
Such a
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut your fat ass up. You ain't no ugly ass fiance. I ain't Ray, nigga. I speak on what the fuck I want to speak.
So once more, I'm children like that. I'm not.
Equivalize is not a word, Ash. Swiper, shut up. Anyways,
Chill. Wait, I just want to be very clear, just
wait,
in
I
case.
but low, make me co-host. Sorry, I'm not gonna bring people up, of course. But well, not right now. But there are
Oh,
plenty of people
let
who
me
would
just
like to say stuff,
let me just say
and
this.
I want to bring
Hold on,
people up.
wait. All right, fine.
Go
Let me
ahead,
just
go
say
ahead.
this though. Again, no, nigga, you're Shaggy's a fucking child, so no to that nigga. Secondly, to I mean, if we're referencing something that happened months ago, I guess. But since then, I haven't said anything, and since then, the references that have been made within that time span about me have not been about Westbrook. It's just been about me in general, making a poll about who has the best or worst spaces, and he's putting my name in this space or in the poll, referencing me telling grown adults to get a job. And he's referencing, and he did that not only before, He's doing it now. And other comments that people have told me that he's made in other people's spaces or in his own space. That has nothing to do with Westbrook. Once more though, same individual, same group of people who will say, "Hey man, everybody should just mind their own business, man. Everybody should just mind their own business." Da 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 da. What the fuck? Everybody should mind
Yes,
their own business. What the fuck we talking
you're
about?
right.
The
You're right,
niggas
Legend.
literally bringing up my name several times that have nothing to do with anything that they're saying. He's just casually bringing it up, and it had nothing to do with Westbrook either.
Would you say that they're just talking? Would you say that?
I would assume so, but I don't know. I don't know. If a nigga's pressed about what I said, I'm me telling grown men to get a job, and niggas press about that. I don't know what to tell niggas. I, I hope I would assume it's just talking, but that sounds like some insecure shit. If you get offended by a man telling other grown men who stay on, or just grown adults in general, who stay on a platform way too long to get a job if they don't have one. I mean,
Interesting.
what are we saying?
And but once again, I would like to be co-host. That way, we can. It can't just be a dick circle. This what because it is what it is. We're circle jerking. I've been accepted, fellas. I did
I'm
it, guys.
well,
I did it.
let me be clear.
I did it, boys. I did it. 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 We've won. We've won.
Let me see something.
Anyways, before I bring anybody up, I wanna give a quick shout out to all my boys out there. Eli, Trey, AC. I see y'all. Bias Houston once again, bro. Damn, Jordan Wilson. I forgot to get
This
you out.
nigga's giving out
Yeah,
fucking yo. This nigga's crazy.
such a go. He's so cool,
This
man. I
nigga's in the
love Jordan
middle of an
Wilson.
acceptance speech.
Damn, I don't shit. There's everybody else here. There's Clutch City Quez. That's my boy. Yo, my goodness, that's my boy. My goodness, man. Anyways, I'm about to start bringing people up. Damn, there's a lot of people who want to come up. Who should we bring up? Should we bring up Shub, Oma Mustard? There's Goods, Eli.
Nigga,
Damn.
no, we're not. Unlike
Oh
them,
my
I'm not gonna
goodness.
have. Unlike them, I'm not gonna have an echo chamber of people tap dancing around this nigga saying
Oh
cool shit.
wow. Are you saying you don't want to have dick suckers? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that I'm actually here to have a conversation, not coon around.
Oh. Okay. Well, Joy, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Hi, Legend. Hi, Ash. I hope everyone's doing well today.
I did. Today was the Lord's
So
Day.
I
I had a
heard I
wonderful
was
day.
a coon. I all right. So I'm a coon because I said that um, you know, the crack line. I guess people can't joke around anymore. I didn't know anybody took that seriously. It was a joke. People make jokes all the time. I'm not sure that why that makes me a coon, but I mean, I'm not really tripping on that. I just came to ask a question. My question is this. Um, you said that, you don't care about Ray or me or, F us or F Ray specifically because he's not in your tax bracket and, anything he's beneath you and everything else. Um, why are you hosting a space about him called You Are
When
a
did
Coon Raveon? You're
Mm.
let me?
literally hosting. No. Seriously. Like,
And I'm about to answer it.
if
I'm
I
about to
don't
answer
care
it.
about
I'm
a
about.
person, hold on, wait. If I don't care about a person, I'm not gonna give them the time of day. Why are you hosting a space about him? You claim that he's beneath you. You claim that he's not in your tax bracket. Why the heck are you talking about him?
When did I ever say that he
Well,
wasn't
okay.
in my tax bracket?
No, hold on. What did you say, Legend? What did you say,
I said,
Legend?
I
What did you
said, I
say,
said
buddy?
that, I said that me and
Oh,
him
oh
are not,
no.
me and him are not in the same building. He's in
Building,
a
got it.
playhouse.
All
He's
right.
in a
So
play.
if y'all are in the
You're gonna ask me a question. I'm gonna answer it. I said that he's in a playhouse in a backyard. What I was referencing to was mentality. Yet again, the context is being miscued. Never said anything about tax bracket. Raveon could be a millionaire for all I care. The sentiment was still stand. Had nothing to do with tax bracket. Nothing to do with it. Mentality.
Uh,
Secondly,
look,
like
all right, go ahead,
she didn't say she was joking. I'll play the clip. You let me know if this is joking. You let me. Hey, somebody let me know. Especially unless you're saying Raveon is also joking as well, which I don't think he is because he said it several times. He has said this several times. But y'all here, as I find, I'll allow you to. Oh, then finally about the not caring. You're acting as if like I've said something the first time he said it, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the sixth, or the seventh, or the eighth, or the ninth, or the 10th. Like he's been referencing me several times. And it'll be one thing if he referenced me and he actually said something of substance. But he's referencing me and taking things out of context that I say. So it's not just I'm saying something and then he says something. No, it's the simple fact that he's taking things out of context and he's done it several times. Several times.
Okay, so here's my thing, the coon thing. So you specifically said earlier, I was listening to the space and I was clapping. You've been spitting this whole space, no cap. I couldn't help but clap, especially the part about me being a coon. But that's neither here nor there. My question is this. Um, you said earlier about if you were, I'm not sure if you were talking about his position or somebody's position, but you said if I were in your position, you said I'm applauding you for still being alive. Because if I was you, I would have probably killed myself.
Yes, yes, yes.
You were talking about a black man, and you said you would have killed. That's not cooning to you, or what? Are we moving the goalpost? Like what are
Well,
we doing here?
once more, it's mentality. I know you have a hard time understanding
No,
context.
no, it's
No,
not. It's not.
it is about mentality.
It's not. It's not.
It
It, it seems
hey,
like you're a
a
hypocrite.
white man could
You're
have
a
said that.
hypocrite. You
How
said
was it?
you
How
said
was it a
you
hypocrite?
said that if you were in his position, you would kill him. That you would kill yourself.
Yes,
That's worse than what
I've
I said. What do
I've
I need to go
literally
back and say saying legends of coon
and
or what? Because
that's
if I was that person, I would do that. But I'm not that person because I don't got time for that nonsense. Okay, you talk about people being a child. This is childlike. If you don't care about this person, they're beneath you mentally, whatever you want to say. I'm not finna speak on you. All right. I love your content though. I'm a big fan of your content. I love your.
that's fine. It's fine. You're a fan of my content. It's fine. I don't really care. Again, it's about mentality. I understand you have a hard time consuming the context in which I'm saying here. Not only that, and I know it's about mentality because I proceeded to say, if I thought the way that you thought, I've said it several times. I know
Hey,
you
hey,
have a
Legend
hard
of
time
Winning.
understanding the
Hello, can I say
context.
something, Mr. Winning, Can I say something real quick? Uh,
Oh my
Mr. Of
gosh.
Winning, please. I mean, one, as the mediator here, I would love for you to not have to mute Joy every time, as she does. She does want to speak. She came out here not to have an.
I
Wait,
get
wait,
that, but
sir. It's my time to
I
speak. It's
get
my time to speak. She came out here to have a respectful, equal opportunity to have a conversation after
yeah.
whether it's rightfully or wrongfully, called out her name, right? So I
Well,
think, she has the right
but we're
to
beyond.
speak.
Well, wait. Let me just say this.
What?
It seems like she's okay, or she understands my perspective of calling her a coon, and or she may disagree with it, but I guess she understands what I'm calling. We're not talking about something else. And on top of that, I'm not here to like hear somebody else blowhole about something that I can just answer quickly. So like,
Interesting.
especially if there's,
Interesting.
especially when there's